I do an iced medium latte, please? Can I also add the cookie butter cold foam to that? Today we're going to be making alterations to some of the clothes we recently thrifted. Hello and welcome, my name is Bianca and this is a place to inspire and to be inspired. I love all things crafting and creating on a budget. In my last video, we went thrifting for some vintage home decor. I did end up finding a few clothing pieces that I want to show you guys. And I'll also share with you guys some Pinterest photos for outfit inspo. The first top we're going to alter today is this green paisley pattern top. The brand is Self-Esteem, so I feel like it's very Y2K inspired. It's a little bit loose, so I definitely want to make it more fitted. And it also has a slight bell sleeve, which I think I can make a little bit more dramatic if I just make the arm a little bit tighter. And then we have this chocolate brown maxi skirt. It's like a denim material. The brand is Westbound. It's a few sizes too big in the waist, so I'm definitely going to be taking in the waist. And I also thought it would be cute if I cut it and turned it into a brown denim mini skirt. I do like the idea of a brown maxi skirt, especially for fall. But living in Florida, I just think I would get more use out of a brown mini skirt. So that's my plan for this one. And then here's our next one. It is a red long sleeve. And I really like the slinky neckline. The material is very heavy and stretchy. So the way that the neckline kind of just hangs there, I think it's really pretty. The brand, this is the brand. Not sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that, but for the most part, I like the way this one fits. I think it's just a tad too long, so I'm going to shorten it a little bit and then tighten it a smidge. And then we have this red button-up cardigan, which I'm really excited about. I saw two different ones at the thrift store and I wasn't sure which one I liked better. I think overall, I liked the fit of this one better. What I didn't like though was the buttons. I think that these pearly buttons just make it look cheap and a little tacky. So for this cardigan, I'm just going to be making minor adjustments. So I think this one will be really fun to style for fall. And next I have this little white skirt. This one was not thrifted. This is something that I already had. I actually also have it in the color pink and they're from the same brand, the same size. The waistline on this is more of like a mid to low rise. For my body proportions being on the shorter side, I think I just need to shorten it a tiny bit. But I do have another option to take in the waist and make it a little bit higher rise, which means that I wouldn't have to shorten it from the bottom because it'll just come up a little bit higher on the waist. So I'm not sure which route I'm going to go with this yet, but when I try it on, I'll show you guys. And for my sewing machine, I use the Singer Fashion Mate. I've been using this one for years, and I would say that it's a very good and affordable beginner-friendly sewing machine. And I am not a professional seamstress, so this little sewing machine here fulfills all of my sewing needs. Maybe one day in the future I'll get something nicer, but this one gets the job done. And I think for our first piece, I can get away with using my black thread. So I'm going to go ahead and thread this and then find my black bobbin, and then we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is cut off the length that I don't need. And I just have it laid out smoothly with no ripples or folds. And I already decided that I wanted to bring it up about 3 inches. So we're going to cut about here. That way we have enough room to fold and hem. And then when I get about halfway, I like to fold this just to keep it symmetrical. And now I can turn it inside out. Normally I would use chalk, but I'm going to be using this Sharpie instead. So when I was trying this on, I pinched the fabric and then I was able to take measurements so that I know exactly how much to take off. But luckily the adjustments are easy in case I need to take off more, or in case I took off too much, I can just seam rip and then start over. And I'm going to taper this down like this at an angle because I want this to stay just as wide, but I want this part of the arm to be tighter. So now I'm going to go ahead and sew along this line here, all the way up the side and then down the sleeves. And then I can try it on, and if I like the way it fits, then I'll do the same thing for the other side. If I need to make adjustments, then I can use my seam ripper and then redo it. And stretchy fabrics like this are notorious for being difficult to work with when sewing. And I'm just working with basic cotton thread. So when you're sewing this type of fabric, you just want to make sure that you're not pulling the material while you're sewing because you don't want to have any ripples in the fabric. Okay, so I can already tell that the arm fits a lot better on this side versus this side where there's just like a lot of loose fabric. But I can also tell that I'm gonna have to take in more fabric here at the waist because I want it to be a lot more fitted here. So now I know for this arm, I want to do the same thing that I did for this arm, but we're going to be taking in this side here a little bit more, and then we'll take in the same amount on this side. So for the side I already sewed, I'm just going to be tapering from the armpit because the arms were fine. I just wanted to take in more from the waist. And then for the other side, I'm going to match what I did on the first side. So I'm just going to measure out the same amount that I took off the first side so that I can match that on the other side. I mean, you can't tell me this doesn't fit better than this. This was such a quick and easy alteration, and it changed the entire shape of the top. This for me is so much more wearable now. I feel like it's more fitted, it's more flattering, the sleeves are tighter, and it still has that bell sleeve at the bottom. I was gonna hem this part here where I cropped it a tiny bit, but it's the type of fabric that doesn't fray. And since it's stretchy and I'm just using a very basic sewing machine, I don't really want to risk trying to hem the bottom here and then put it over my head and end up ripping it. Even if I did a zigzag stitch, which usually helps with stretching, I still feel like it might break the thread. I think the bottom looks fine the way that it is without hemming it. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I feel like this is a great example why you should also look in sizes bigger than your size, because with a 10-minute alteration, you can just make it fit the way that you want. And our brown denim maxi skirt is gonna be our next project. We're gonna take in the waist a bit and then shorten it into a mini skirt. I'm going to use this score as a reference for length because I like the length of it already. And I'm going to give about an extra inch or so. Okay, and now for the waist, I already measured and I know that I need a little bit more than 1 inch off of each side. I'm going to seam rip these belt loops off, and then I'm also going to seam rip the band here so that I can detach the band from this portion. And then I'm going to remove 1 inch off of this strip and 1 inch off of this strip, and then 1 inch off of the band, and then I'll reattach it together. So now that we removed both of the little belt loops that we had here, now we can start seam ripping this waistband from the body of the skirt. Okay, so now I've detached the waistband from this portion on each side. Now I'm going to go through and seam rip to about the middle here. Okay, so now I've seam ripped down to about here on each side. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure how much we need to take it in. So this is where it originally was, and we need to take in a little less than 1.5 inches. So it needs to come to about here. And then we're going to have this taper so now we can pin this. So now I can sew along each seam here, and then I'm going to do the waistband after. Okay, so now this is attached on each side. Now we're going to seam rip here, and then we're going to remove the same amount that we took in here. So we're going to cut off about 1 inch and then give like a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then we'll be able to reattach it. And now we can measure out 1 inch and get rid of that off of each side. And now we can reattach this. So now to reattach the waistband, we're going to attach these two pieces back together by putting the right sides together, and then we're going to do a seam across here. Okay, so now that we've reattached our waistband, now we can reattach it to the body of the skirt. And here's the finished result of the skirt. And when I tried this on, I decided to just leave the raw hem at the bottom instead of folding it under and hemming it to have a clean edge. And there's two reasons why I want to leave the raw hem. Reason number one being that it's a denim material and I feel like it'll fray and still look good. Reason number two being that I'm hangry and I want to be done with this project. So we're not going to mess with the skirt anymore. We're going to leave it just the way that it is. And I will show you guys over here what the back of it looks like. I think it turned out really cute and it pairs really well with this green paisley top as well. So now we need to run a few errands for our next project and get some lunch. We need to go and get red thread for our next two projects. So we're on our way to the craft store. I stopped and got an Olipop and a little protein box. I'm trying to make healthy decisions today. Can I do a glazed donut? Okay, for this top, I'm gonna start by cutting my line just below where I wanna hem it. Not really sure about this fabric yet, but if I'm lucky and it's anything like the green paisley top, then I could probably get away with cutting this and then leaving the raw edge. If it folds under, you may not be able to tell. I think I'll know a little bit more once I cut this, so I'm going to cut a little bit lower than where I actually want it just in case. And now we can turn it inside out. And since for this top, all I wanted to do was shorten it and then tighten it a little bit, I'm going to taper from the armpit. I think I want to take in about this much. And I just made a tapered line from this armpit here all the way down to here. And then I tried to match that on both sides so that it's even. I got super lucky again, and this fabric doesn't fray, so I don't really see the need to hem it and then risk the thread snapping because this is a very stretchy material. I just feel like this would be a really great top for holiday parties since it's November, and I feel like with Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas, there will be a ton of opportunities to wear this, and even after the holidays, because I feel like red has just been such a big color lately that this will still be wearable even after Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I just thought I would keep it simple and pair it with a little black mini skirt. Does anyone happen to remember when I was obsessing over Frye boots and trying to find them at the thrift store? I didn't want to spend $500 on a pair of brand new Frye boots, but Steve Madden did come out with their version that looks very similar to the Frye campus boots, and they are a fraction of the price. They're $200 versus $500, so let's open it up and see how they look. The color on the website said banana leather, and the Frye boots, the banana leather is like a yellowy color. Looks pretty nice to me. It's definitely not as yellow as the Frye boots, but I think that's okay. It doesn't have a zipper or anything. It's just supposed to be wide enough to get your foot right in. So let's see. Okay. I'm so happy with these. I don't know if you can see them or if they're in frame, but they're so cute. I don't really think I would wear them with this outfit, but actually I think that these would have been really cute with the first outfit I had on. Okay, actually, this is the outfit that I was envisioning with these boots. This is the exact outfit that I had in mind. I wanted an oversized sweater with a pair of Frye boots, and I feel like these boots are the perfect dupe for the Frye boots. And just the sweater, the skirt, the boots, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so back to our project. This is our next one. We have the little white mini skirt that we want to alter. And I keep going back and forth between like making the waist smaller so that it comes up a little higher, or just leaving it lower waisted and then bringing it up a smidge at the bottom here. I noticed that it already has these darts at the top. I don't know if you can see. If I undo this part up here, I can just redo the dart and take in a little bit of extra fabric. And I think that'll be a super easy alteration. And for this skirt, I'm going to leave the original dart just in case I don't like the way it turns out when I do this. I can always change it in the future. So I'm going to follow the same line from their dart. I'm just going to make it a little bit thicker. So I'm going to come out to about here and then taper it down. here's how our skirt is looking now that it sits a little bit more high-waisted. The darts in the back do come down a little bit further than they did before, but I'm not really bothered by that. But if it does bother me in the future, I can just seam rip and then readjust the darts. But I'm really happy with how it turned out because I feel like now having it sit around my belly button, the proportions just look better for my body versus having it more low-rise. Obviously, I had to pair them with my new boots. I feel like I'm just going to be wearing them with everything this fall. Super happy with how it turned out. We have one more project, which, where did I put it? One more project today, which is this cardigan. It's going to be super simple. All I'm going to do is remove all the beads and I'm going to replace them with, and I'm going to be replacing these tacky pearl buttons with these little tortoiseshell buttons. You can see here how the fabric is just kind of pilling a little bit, and I'm going to use this little fabric shaver. Okay, look at the difference. There's no pilling here, and then all of this still has the pilling. So I'm gonna go over the whole sweater with this. The brand is Magic Tech. I got it off of Amazon, and I will try to link it down below in case anyone's interested. Here's how the cardigan looks with the new buttons and after depilling the fabric. And since I thrifted it, I got it for a fraction of the price versus if I were to buy it new. The buttons were only a couple bucks and the fabric shaver I already had, but that was also pretty affordable in my opinion. And I just paired it with some gold jewelry, black mini skirt. Then I also wore my Mary Jane style flats from Madewell. And on Pinterest, I've definitely seen girls wearing like cute frilly socks with loafers or flats. I don't know if I'm bold enough to do that, but if you are, then that's also an option. So that's it for today's alterations video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you next week.